Hi, my name is Melissa Hubbard, and I'm going to walk you through how to create a flow that will update SharePoint task items when the due date passes to change the status to say overdue. Let's get started. I'm going to click on My Flows, Create from Blank, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to search for a trigger, and I'm going to search for a recurrence trigger. Okay, here it is, schedule a recurrence. The reason I'm choosing a recurrence trigger is because we're going to need to set a schedule for this flow to run so it will look at the SharePoint task list and determine which items are overdue. For testing purposes, I'm going to have this run every minute. However, before this would go into production, I would change the frequency to be day. I would have it run every day. So for the next step, we're going to add an action where we're going to need to get the items from the task list. So I'm going to, again, search for SharePoint. I'm going to choose Get Items. Now, I have several SharePoint connections in this environment, so I'm going to go ahead and choose the right one. Put in the site address that the task list is on, and then I'm going to type in the list name, IT requests. The next step is to add and apply to each. And the output from the previous steps will be the value, the list of items. So the apply to each, what that does is that it is going to be taking a condition, looking at all of the items and applying that condition and possibly an action based on that condition to everything that's in the list. So I'm going to add a condition, and basically the condition I'm going to add is if this item is overdue. So I'm going to choose an expression, UTC now, and that basically is a date time stamp for right now and universal time. And I'm going to say is equal to or greater than or equal to. And then I'm going to choose due date. So basically what that means is if the due date is right now or is already passed, have an action occur. And the action that I want to happen is to update the list item. So I'm going to search for update item. I'm going to again make sure I have the right SharePoint connection. I'm going to put in the site address. Type in the list name. And now for any required field, I'm going to need to put something in here. So I'm going to choose ID for ID. For task name, I'm going to choose task name under the dynamic content. And now I'm going to want the task status value to change to overdue. take one quick look, see how it looks. I'm going to name this update task list items when overdue. And I'm going to create the flow. Okay, so you can see the flow is running. Let's just wait a second and see if it will run successfully. All right, we succeeded.